What if the family that should cradle you instead shatters your world? Meet Elena, a bright 18-year-old from a rigid household in rural Italy. Her dreams of storytelling clashed with her parents' ironclad expectations. One stormy evening, after discovering her secret screenplay, they declared her an outsider. "You're no longer ours," her father spat, handing her a battered suitcase. The door slammed, echoing her solitude. Rain soaked her as she wandered into the unknown, heart pounding with betrayal's sting. Adrift in Rome's bustling chaos, Elena scraped by with odd jobs, waitressing in dingy cafes, tutoring English to tourists. Nights blurred into feverish writing sessions in cramped hostels. Estrangement gnawed at her, letters home went unanswered, photos of happier times mocked from hidden corners. Yet in this void, a spark ignited. She borrowed a friend's outdated camera, filming raw vignettes of street performers and forgotten faces. These fragments captured the ache of disconnection, her first tentative steps toward reclaiming her voice through the lens. 2 years of hustle culminated in Elena's debut short, Echoes Unheard. Shot on a shoestring in abandoned alleys, it followed a wanderer mirroring her own fractured bonds. No actors, just real people sharing tales of lost kin. Submitted to underground festivals, it screened to hushed rooms. Whispers spread, "This girl gets it," the silent war inside families. A minor award followed, a flicker of validation. Elena's isolation began to crack, replaced by the thrill of an audience seeing their hidden pains reflected on screen. Emboldened, Elena dove deeper into Estrangement's labyrinth. Her next project, Severed Threads, wove personal letters, never sent, with actors portraying splintered lineages. Funding trickled from grants won on sheer grit. Production was guerrilla. Hidden shoots in family estates turned hostile. The film probed how rejection ripples across generations, exposing the myths of unbreakable ties. Critics at premieres noted its unflinching gaze. Raw, unflinching, one review quipped. Elena's name buzzed in indie circles, her story no longer just survival, but art that demanded reckoning. Word of Elena's vision spread like wildfire through film forums and whispered endorsements. Fractured Lines, her feature-length opus, premiered at Venice. It chronicled a daughter's odyssey from expulsion to self-forged identity, laced with surreal dream sequences of unraveling family portraits. Theaters filled with nods of recognition from those who'd known similar silences. Awards piled, Best Debut, Audience Choice. She Turns Wounds into Windows, a juror praised. Elena stood on stage, not as the outcast, but as the storyteller who'd mapped the unmappable terrain of loss. Critical acclaim cascaded. The New York Times hailed Fractured Lines as a seismic shift in depicting familial exile. Festivals worldwide clamored for screenings. Elena jetted from Berlin to Sundance, her film sparking debates on inherited traumas. Personal vindication came subtly. A distant aunt's letter, admitting the family's regret. Yet Elena's work evolved, now exploring reconciliation's fragile bridges. Her oeuvre resonated globally, proving Estrangement's universality. From forced outcast to celebrated auteur, she'd alchemized pain into a lens that healed through honest reflection. Today, Elena's films stream to millions, igniting conversations in living rooms and classrooms. Her latest, Mending Shadows, delves into mending after rupture, blending documentary with fiction. She's mentored young creators from broken homes, her studio a haven for untold stories. The girl once ejected now directs the narrative of her life and others. Estrangement didn't define her end. It fueled her ascent. In every frame, she whispers, "From the ashes of rejection, masterpieces rise, challenging us to confront our own silenced bonds."